Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. All things Middle-earth here with a video covering the Mathom House special event. So my thoughts and some breakdown of each of the different things available coming up in just 1 second. Okay, starting out, we have a brand new chest and we have the roulette wheel back here. So first of all, I'll get it out of the way first. As you can see right here, I did spin the roulette wheel 100 times. The video, I'll link that up in the top right of the screen. I did do that in very, very short because I covered it slightly in that video too. I think it's better than the last one we had, not quite as good as the first one. It does cost 400 per spin instead of 300, and that is a bummer. But there is a guaranteed 2 gold pieces. One, you get to pick the type, and then there is two pick the type purple, and another guaranteed purple piece. So 3 purple, 2 gold. And there's a bigger emphasis on Mithril. The Mathom vouchers I wasn't crazy about, but they are in bigger chunks. So I think even if I went and looked at my Mathom vouchers, I have to add up the total again. But I'm sitting at 2,200, and I think I had like 1,000. So I did get a little chunk, which probably ends up equaling about another gold item or almost a full stack of respect items. So that is the special roulette wheel. I went ahead and spun it. I would suggest spinning it if you are collecting any type of mithril, and if gold or if gear is kind of your priority. Those two things are kind of prevalent here. If you're much more looking for commander respect, it's not on this wheel. And if that's what you want, if you want respect, I would just do the chest. I think I'm going to do both, let's be real, but did the wheel last night on stream. Shout out to Landon for sponsoring that. But yeah, those are my thoughts on the Mathom roulette wheel. Then we've got the special chest. Side note, if you haven't played, which you probably should just hop in and explore this. We do have Frodo in the Mathom house right now because the Mathom guy's over in the next room. But the chest, which I think looks very, very cool. I believe it's more of a white color instead of the evil kind of dark looking one. If you're playing as good, but we're playing as Isengard. So the thing here, I'll make it quick as well. I'm probably going to open this. There are progress rewards. You can open 200, which is kind of unique. Usually it's just 100, so you can open 200. The rewards are not that great. You know, it's kind of interesting that there's blue ones. I don't know if that's been a thing before or not, to be honest. But if these came in bigger stacks, I'd kind of be more interested in them. But nothing crazy here. There's no special avatar or anything like that. I think there you get the 2 guaranteed golds for opening 200 Mathoms. So this is okay. But it's extra. It's not your typical like open 100 times, get 30 or enough for a full pull of 1 commander. But you do get a decent amount of stuff. If you open 70, you get the Hobbit pan and the feather hat, which I'll talk about in a second. Now, for the chest itself, you do get to set your own wish list. So as you can see here, I have set my wish list here. My tier 3s I chose was Gandalf the White, Gil-galad, and Sauron. Then I chose, so you get 3 of those and 3 tier 3s. So I chose Éomer and Theoden. That way I'd get both. I'm going to go for a Theoden here. You get items both for Theoden and then Gandalf the Grey. And then I chose Grima and Dwalin as my tier 1s I'm pushing. And then I chose Sharku and Ori just because they also have the same items. So if I were you, I would pick 1 tier 1 that you can, or 1 or 2 tier 1s that you can double up on, or even 1 that you can triple up on, and another one you're okay with, like this. And same with tier 2 if possible. So I think Éomer and Theoden are a nice one where they're both solid. But then as you pull those, you get more for whichever one you are using. And then obviously there's no overlapping tier 3s. But that's what I did for mine. So I think the wish list is pretty good. Other than that, the equipment is pretty standard. I think we talked about it last night. It's like a season 1 equipment chest, which is kind of lame. I think it'd be cool to see different stuff in here, but the gear is pretty standard. The drop rates as well are normal. I would have liked to have seen a little bump because it's the 1-year anniversary. Nothing crazy, but like maybe I don't know if they went up to the Fellowship of the Ring chest, the very first chest you get in the game. If they did that, that would be pretty cool. But it is the standard pull rates, everything. So all in all, it's a decent chest that you get to make your own wish list and you get some progress rewards. So I think it's worth opening. I think we've seen a little bit better, especially in the progress reward department. But with the custom wish list and the progress rewards, I'm going to be opening it. Again, stay tuned because that'll be on YouTube at some point. But those are the 2 kind of monetized things of this event. If you're wondering, if you were to buy the gems at the normal rate, non-double, this equals about $600 USD. So my suggestion to you, if you want to do all these things, would be if you're about to go into bag end or a new season or whatever, wait for your double gem options because that's going to cut down the price significantly. Next, I would buy any event special things that give you Mathom. So the Mathom House special here, limited time packs, you can buy this Mathom one 3 times, as well as the stickers give you some too. So this is 60 gems for $60, or 60 Mathom, excuse me, which ends up being $1 per Mathom. So stuff like that will bring that price down because it is a little bit pricey. But again, that's the kind of that's the stuff you can buy during the event. Now, moving on over to the actual event, we're going to walk through the different things they have here kind of quickly because, again, I think it's worth exploring yourself, so I won't spend too much time looking at mine. But at the very first one on the far left here, it goes through a story of your journey in Rise Tour, which I think is really, really cool. So if I go to mine, you can see when I started playing on this account, which was November 1st. I played for 310 days, which it tells you statistically that you have surpassed, for myself, it's 99.8% of tacticians. I was bummed out because this actually does count days that you've been on the game, because my other account is a day one account from September 23rd. But I've not logged in every single day since I've really got focused. I think I have on this one. I'd be curious if other people in our group have more than 310, if I've missed a couple here or there or not. But either way, it does show that. And then you can go through here. It shows you different commanders you used, how many things you took. It even shows you your best friend. Let me skip over here. There you go. It's called Shadows Arise. It tells you who your closest friend is, and it says they always have you back. Obviously, pretty shocked here to see the one and only EQ. It is kind of ironic because we did start out as enemies in season 1, and here we are, bestest of friends. So can't complain, but kind of funny to see a little throwback. Some people had people that they haven't talked to in a while. I think it's based on like DMs in game, but anyways, there is that. Moving on to the next, we're going left to right here. We have these different areas that you can explore. And so you click on them if it'll let me here. You click explore. You do get some rewards for it. So you get gems and you get some firework materials, which you can use with Gandalf. And then you click enter and it takes you to a sort of red book exploration map. And I'm not going to play through it. If you're interested in seeing some of this played through, I did it on stream. So if you want to find this stream, it'll be just right before this video. Towards the end, we were playing through these and then my internet dropped actually, but you explore through these tiles and get to the end. This actually teleports you over to where the actual Grey Havens is. And there are gems that you can find on the map. There's a quest you can find on the map to get a little bit more, but it's kind of fun. If it's all exactly the same, it's going to grow, it's going to get old, but that one was okay. And then we started doing, I think it was the Shire one, and the mobs actually moved around on the map, which was kind of unique. You had to like move and avoid them. So if they have a different kind of variety to each of them, I think it'll be interesting enough to play through. And then as you progress, as you can see, different things at the bottom unlock over time. So you'll have different ones to do. So if it's 100 gems per, and they're going to have the map full of locations, that's a pretty good chunk of those. And then, so there's going to be 17 actually. So as you do 17, you get these different rewards. So gems here, and firework materials, gems here. And then last but not least, we have a Mathom medal and an anniversary sticker. So no reason not to do that. Again, I think they all give you 100 the first time you do them. Let me double check on the Black Gate. Yeah, it looks like it. So not only would you get 1,700 gems, but then you also get rewards from the progress chests here as you go. So that's a pretty solid chunk for just kind of clicking around and doing stuff. So definitely would say check that out. Next up, we have Gandalf's fireworks, which is no surprise here. You can make the fireworks. The big thing here, let's be real, for 50, you can do the dragon one, which is usually shown above Hobbiton. Like the last time they had the fireworks, the dragon flies around. It's the coolest thing. Here's my deal, devs. Listen, fireworks need to not expire. If we use materials that we get, sometimes for spending money on Mathoms, but during events and things, don't let them expire. I think it's a cool thing. Players like kind of, messing around in game with them, especially during fights. It's kind of a little bit of a troll, but I think it's like a polite troll. It's fun. The fireworks are fun. I don't think anyone would disagree if there's fireworks in the game. Just let us keep them if we get them. If you don't like them, don't make them, don't use them. But I think we should keep these forever. So devs, maybe make that happen. That'd be awesome. There is the progress here. It just is vouchers and gems. So again, as you play through and make them, if you want to speed run it, just make the cheap ones and get it. But you can bet your bottom dollar I'm going to go for every single dragon firework that I can. We're going to talk about the Mathom Peddler Seal next because that's one of my only gripes of the event. Next up, we do have Bilbo with the riddles. And so these are themed. These are ring-themed questions here. As you can see, there's 2 out of 14. You unlock the Long March bag. So 2 have been in the chest, 1 in this one now. The other one's in the last little mini game. But you can challenge players individually, and there's going to be different topics that come out over time. So again, it's pretty fun. You get to pick different topics. There's more variety. As you do them, you get the Long March bag. So nothing crazy, but we've had riddles a lot of times. The fact that you can do as many times as you want and send it to people is pretty cool, I think. But yeah, those are the riddles. Then we have a new game. It's the Tavern Keepers game called It Comes in Pints. And basically you click on it, you click start, you press and hold to pour the drink for whoever shows up. So Gimli here, he wants it in that little gold bar on the left-hand side. You stop it in there, you're done. Very, very simple. I mean, it did take me a few tries. I thought you had to tap the screen and that was not working for me, but pretty simple. You do that. You're going to get a first anniversary coin here, the last item. And then in the next chest, you get another sticker, an anniversary sticker. So go through and do those to kind of max out the different rewards in the game. Okay, the last thing, at least in this room, I want to talk about is the Mathom Peddler's special items here. So there's this Hobbit Gear. It's the first anniversary coin, the Hobbit's Pan, the Feather Hat, and Long March Bag. This equipment does not do anything. If you collect all of it, you do get a avatar, which is Smaug, which is pretty cool. You can see the smaller version of it right here. But these items don't do anything. If you actually get them, the effect is just like a quote. I think you can see them in the chest over here. So here you can see this is like the Feather Hat. It says civility. You can hold a wonderful party for hobbits after putting it on. They don't do anything. It's totally just collectible. You played the 1-year event. Congratulations. Which I think is kind of cool. But my main gripe with this event is, now, to be fair for them, they haven't set any expectation for what they would be doing or giving away. But typically in games on a 1-year anniversary, you want to reward your players for having played the game for a year. You want to get new players in, like, hey, it's the 1 year, lots of rewards for joining in. So far, this event, to max it out, to do the wheel and the chest, would cost about $600. So they're going to make a lot of money. So to me, it would not seem like a big deal to include some more stuff that they're just giving us. Like if this was a gold set of gear or even a purple set of gear that was good, I think that'd be really, really cool, especially for free-to-play low spenders. Just some solid 4 pieces of gear that have good effects or unique effects. I don't know how refinement would work, but again, I think this was a pretty big miss. People want to remember something and have something that shows that they participated in this. It took place in the event that's basically 10 days long. So you take place in it. It's remembering 1 year. It'd be cool if it was actually useful, but it's going to be something that collects dust, and I think it's probably the only big miss in this event. So my feedback for the devs would be, next time, or if it's not too late, give us something. Give us, once you collect these 4 in this chest, give us a legit set of gear. Give us something a little bit better than another avatar for playing for 1 year. I mean, not everyone's played for 1 year, but again, it's not typical for mobile games to give out pretty hefty rewards as a 1 year thing. So I'm not saying they said they would, but I think it would have made people very, very happy to get a little bit extra. A few more things, and then we're going to wrap it up here. There is the explorable land tiles here, so you can click explore and send people over here. This is in every event so far that we've had this. There is a secret avatar that you can find. If I can get a picture of it, I'll put it up on screen, but you'll have to trust me on this one. But again, we had the Palantir from the Yule Festival. There was the Eye from another one. So I am guessing every time they've done this, there's been a secret avatar. I'm guessing there will be. So make sure you're doing these tiles. For me, we're going to bag end like tonight, so I'm going to try and do all mine today, and then we'll have a couple days before. So that'd be one of the only things I'd say make sure you try and do before you're going into bag end if you're at an end of a season. But again, if I have a picture, I'll put it up on screen. If not, I'll probably pin a comment down below. But that is one other thing in the event. And last but not least, this is not particularly for the event, but there is a new main menu screen that I thought was absolutely fantastic. You can now click up in the top left and choose the theme that you have. So if the classic Rhysor, the eagle flies down. We're at Minas Tirith. This one is called Flames of Mount Doom. You have some Nazgul flying by. We see Witch King there. We see good on the left side, evil on the left, Sauron. I mean, all kinds of crazy stuff. It is really, really cool. So this is just part of the update. I thought it was fantastic. I think every event, or during certain points or during certain seasons, if they did themes that you could unlock in the season pass and could have these, that would be really, really cool. Again, a lot of games give away themes or soundtracks or things like that in their battle pass type stuff. So I think that if that's where they're going, I'd be fine with that. If it's another kind of max level reward that allows you to customize how your game looks, it's pretty cool. If you are interested, I did say this on stream last night.
Flashback.
If this stream, there's 52 people in here right now. If this stream gets 50 likes, just if this gets 50 likes in the next little bit, I will do a frame-by-frame breakdown of the Flames of Mount Doom intro and analyze every single thing happening for no real reason other than to be like, all right, here's this ant throwing a rock and who the rock hits and every single thing I can pick out. I'll do it.
End of flashback.
And we did get to 50 likes pretty quickly, so very shortly, for no real reason at all, I'm going to be releasing a frame-by-frame review of the Flames of Mount Doom background just to kind of see every little detail of things going on. So if you want to see what that looks like, stay tuned. That's going to be there. But again, this has been the review on the 1-year anniversary event. Hopefully you're enjoying it. Let me know down below what your thoughts are. I do think this was a step up from the last few events. My only gripe was the items. I think it could have been better, and it was a kind of a little bit of hype for nothing. But again, overall, I'm pretty happy with this. Let me know what you think down below. And as always, I'll see you in a future video.